Who would like to share with us what they got for their word in 2025? Lucky.
So for 2025 for me was risk.
Risk.
Take big risk and find out what happens. So it turned out well.
Hell yeah. What happened this year where you got an opportunity to take a risk?
Yeah. Last half was pretty awesome. I got to fly in a helicopter. That's where I met you.
Hell yeah.
Flying a helicopter, literally hanging off the side of it, taking pictures of a speedboat going through a canyon. I think that was pretty badass. So that was a lot of fun. Another opportunity was working with one of my favorite photographers. He had a workshop, and being able to have him pose me on the other end was one of those amazing moments where I had the room gasp because he was able to pose me in a certain way, and for me to be uncomfortable being in front of people, it just made me realize there's so much more to myself and then how I can do this for my clients as well. So, I mean, taking that risk of being uncomfortable, again, that's where a lot of the growth happens, at least for me.
And was that different than what you've done in the past?
Yeah. So normally I would, if I do workshops or anything of this sort, I would be more of the fly on the wall, just observe and just let things happen. Right. And then I decided, hey, I'm going to get really uncomfortable here, be very vocal, ask my questions, don't worry about other people. And then I really got the best out of it because of doing that. So yeah, taking the risk.
That's amazing. Love that. So Lucky is risk for 2025. Hell yeah. Who else has one? Adam, what's your word?
That word's accountability.
Give him the mic.
Accountability, basically showing up for others. Kind of tried to do that today, show up for you. But also showing up for yourself at the same time. You know, it's good to be selfish sometimes in that regard, because a lot of times people give so much to others, but they forget to fill up their own cup. So, you know, combination of both.
And what's an example of something that you've done to fill your own cup up?
Giving back to others also fills up my own cup. So, you know, I have a lot to give, and it's okay to give rather than just take sometimes.
Sure, but when do you get an opportunity to give to yourself?
That's the challenge, you know. Maybe got to work on that for 2026.
Work on that for 2026. All right, we'll keep that in mind.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, and it's interesting because we get to a spot and we get all these different things that come up, and whether it's risk or accountability or wherever you're at in life, you have an opportunity to get into all different patterns where you don't have to carry forward with you the things that you've always done or the same patterns that you've always done. And while we do have these words that can possibly define, hey, this was our last year, we have a word that defines the previous year, and we have a word that defines the year before that. And we have all the opportunity to say that we want to grow in these areas, or we want to lean further into these areas, or maybe we want to change some of these areas. And your definition, or whatever word that you have, really is something that is always going to be something that you take with you going forward. It's not something that, sure, you can let it go in a certain way if there are certain things that you prefer not to have, but you can continue to grow with it, and you can continue to take it with you into 2026 and see the different areas in which you can transform yourself and become the person that you've always been meant to become.